Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome back. What you're about to see isn't scripted, it isn't staged, and it definitely isn't safe. This is raw police body cam footage where one bad decision turns into a chain reaction of chaos, sirens, and split-second judgment calls. Stay locked in, because once this starts, there's no pause button. On the afternoon of April 8, 2024, the Ohio State Highway Patrol received information about a stolen vehicle taken from Cleveland Hopkins Airport.
Office 13, light traffic still. 50 Cleveland View, check for aviation if possible.
Approaching the intersection, the trooper was informed the suspect vehicle was heading in his direction. He carefully moved forward, positioning himself to intercept and block the suspect.
Street 114, still southbound, passing exit 14.
Oh my God.
The moment the trooper spotted the suspect's vehicle, he immediately realized it was traveling at high speed. The trooper quickly maneuvered his patrol car and struck the side of the suspect's vehicle. The collision disabled both vehicles, with the suspect's truck flipping over and coming to rest upside down.
31 South Ave and 224.
Southbound milepost 58.
Yeah, I'm okay. You all right?
Immediately after the crash, nearby motorists rushed over to assist both the trooper and the suspect. The trooper sustained minor injuries, while the suspect appeared to be more seriously hurt and was trapped inside the vehicle.
Yeah. Any injuries for her?
Other than shoulder, that's all I've heard so far.
Around 4:45 p.m. on December 16th, 2025, Trooper Gonton received a call for assistance in a pursuit involving a pickup truck attempting to flee from police. Trooper Gonton began responding and moved into position to intercept the chase.
Harrison, I'll direct that.
After two pit attempts, Trooper Gonton's patrol vehicle was damaged and could no longer continue the pursuit. Other officers took over, and after several more minutes, successfully apprehended the suspect.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
At about 3:05 p.m. on September 17, 2025, Trooper Schwantz spotted a blue Ford Mustang with no license plate traveling on Interstate 40 near the 282-mile marker. Trooper Schwantz quickly moved in to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to comply. Instead, the Mustang accelerated past 100 miles per hour, with the driver showing reckless disregard for safety.
Mustang, 283 eastbound, 1037. That was 28. Positive TBI, 283 eastbound. Positive TBI, 283 eastbound.
TBI, really.
Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Put both hands on the vehicle! Show me both your hands, you will be shot! Is anyone else in the vehicle with you? You the only one? Take your hands out! Stay the fuck back there! Get in the car! Get in the car! Why are you running? Bullshit! Give me your hands. Keep your hands out. Keep your hands out.
Trying to go and come over. You know, trying to go up.
Come here. Give me your hands. Get on the ground. On the ground.
At about 1:28 p.m. on July 8, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Jonathan Hernandez was on routine patrol in Lee County. From the I-75 median near mile marker 146, he observed a silver Chevrolet Silverado pickup speeding northbound, weaving dangerously through traffic. He estimated it was traveling around 100 miles per hour in the 70 zone, and a laser check confirmed it at 98 miles per hour as it passed in the inside lane, overtaking multiple vehicles. Trooper Hernandez pulled out to intercept. When he activated his emergency lights, the Silverado braked hard, drifting erratically between lanes. Though the driver initially signaled right as if to yield, he suddenly accelerated instead, forcing Hernandez to pursue. The pickup continued northbound at over 100 miles per hour, weaving recklessly through traffic.
All units for traffic open 1031.
I'll take over the radio. Passing my market 151. Speed is 99 miles per hour. Light traffic.
Hey, dude, we're gonna go ahead and take over.
As the chase neared exit 157 at Tucker's Grade, Trooper Riley took over as the lead unit. The suspect exited the interstate, blew through a stop sign, and attempted to head west on Tucker's Grade. At that point, Riley forced the Silverado onto a grassy area at the northwest corner of the intersection, disabling the pickup. Troopers exited their vehicles with weapons drawn and ordered the driver to surrender, but he refused, revving the engine in an attempt to break free.
Let me see your hands! You can't fucking hands! Get out of the fucking car! Get out of the fucking car right now! Get your fucking hands!
After his final failed attempt to flee, troopers pulled the driver from the Silverado and arrested him. He was identified as Kevin Donald Reardon II of Florida, who smelled strongly of alcohol. A search of the pickup uncovered 6 empty liquor bottles, 4 unopened bottles in a 99 brand party pack, 3 burnt marijuana joints, drug paraphernalia, and 2 prescription bottles of oxcarbazepine and gabapentin. Reardon was taken to Fawcett Hospital, where tests showed a blood alcohol level of 0.152. During a CT scan, staff discovered he had concealed a prescription bottle internally, which he later surrendered. By 8:11 p.m., he was cleared and booked into the Charlotte County Jail on multiple charges. On Sunday, August 28, 2022, Trooper Middlecoff was driving north on Red Wolf Boulevard, US 49, when he noticed a white Nissan Armada driven by Dale Brookerson speeding in the left lane toward a red light at East Highland Drive. Brookerson abruptly braked and stopped next to Trooper Middlecoff, drawing his attention. Brookerson appeared jittery and restless at the light, prompting Trooper Middlecoff to suspect possible drug impairment. When the light turned green, both vehicles continued north. Brookerson then switched to the right lane and quickly accelerated, reaching over 60 miles per hour in a 45 zone.
Still continue north, about 40 miles per hour.
A few minutes later, the Nissan stopped in a parking lot. Concerned that the driver might have a weapon, Trooper Middlecoff positioned himself behind the vehicle and ordered the driver to roll down the window and extend his hands outside. However, the driver ignored the command and instead accelerated, fleeing the scene.
Hey, show me your hand. Roll that window down. Roll the window down. Put your hands out the window. Because I told you to. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Okay, we're back in. Back northbound on airport.
Careful.
Oh no.
Takedowns also JPD has been advised.
Temple. little north on airport, 30 mile per hour. His passenger side rear tire is completely gone, driving on the rim. Show me your hands! I got him pit out. He's refusing to comply. Show me your hands!
After only a few minutes into the pursuit, Trooper Middlecoff found an opportunity and executed a pit maneuver, causing the Nissan to skid off the road and come to a stop. However, the driver then reversed the vehicle and fled again.
Okay, he's able to get away from me. Back northbound on airport. Correction, northbound on the airport. Coming up to Johnson now. It looks like we're turning north on east on Johnson.
On August 16th, 2022, at approximately 2:45 a.m., Trooper Stovall was monitoring radio traffic when Trooper First Class Nathan Williams advised that the Little Rock Police Department was pursuing a stolen vehicle on 65th Street. The Little Rock Police Department requested assistance from the Arkansas State Police once the pursuit entered Interstate 30. Trooper Stovall was positioned near Geyer Springs and joined the pursuit as the suspect vehicle traveled westbound on Interstate 30. After the pursuit passed Geyer Springs, Trooper Stovall assumed the primary position. After several failed pit attempts, the suspect aggressively swerved to prevent being stopped. Eventually, Trooper Stovall successfully executed a pit, causing the suspect's vehicle to collide with the concrete barrier and become disabled. The driver quickly jumped from the driver's seat into the passenger seat in an apparent attempt to avoid responsibility.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Do it now! Show me your hands! Let me see your hands! Show me your hands, both of you! Driver's trying to get out and flee! Driver's fixing to flee! Driver's about to flee out of that door! Get him, get him, get him, get him! Show me your hands! Crawl across now! Get across here! Get across here and get on the ground!
The driver then forced the door open and attempted to flee on foot, but was immediately confronted and taken into custody by a Little Rock Police Department officer. Another passenger was also detained during the incident. At approximately 11:45 a.m. on May 14, 2022, while on patrol, Trooper Byrd spotted two Dodge Chargers speeding past at an estimated 100 to 120 miles per hour, with one of them driving without headlights. He immediately accelerated to catch up and attempted a traffic stop, but both vehicles continued to pull away. Realizing they were actively fleeing, Trooper Byrd initiated a pursuit and notified dispatch.
Black down. 32, I'm on speed about 120, line traffic. Speed 120, line traffic. Eastbound back jet. Speed 150.
Trooper Byrd pushed his patrol car to speeds of up to 150 miles per hour, but still struggled to close the distance. At that point, only one Charger remained in view, fleeing at high speed with its headlights off. A reckless and extremely dangerous act.
Victor Lincoln Adam, Union Lincoln Truck.
They just split on the 9th Street. I'm taking the Charger on 30 eastbound.
Staying with the Charger, 30 eastbound. 37 was not green also. Yes, Mark, 37. I'm waiting on you, get right there. Eastbound coming up to the river bridge. And the left lane, 97 miles per hour. Left lane, 97 miles an hour. River bridge. Coming up to the river bridge. Back left lane, 127. Passing Broadway. 127 passing Broadway. Broadway coming up on our side, 127. Side. Take the clear to side. Yeah.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
As the suspect's speed dropped to around 60 miles per hour in light traffic, Trooper Byrd seized the opportunity and executed a precise pit maneuver, forcing the vehicle to stop. The driver was pulled from the car and taken into custody without further incident. The passenger was also detained, but later released after being cleared of involvement.
Keep them. Slide out. You got him?
At around 12:30 a.m. on February 16, 2023, Sergeant A. Matthews was notified by Gwinnett County Police that a newer gray Dodge Challenger with stolen Georgia dealer plates had fled a traffic stop on southbound I-85 near the DeKalb County line. Shortly after, Chamblee police reported that the same vehicle was detected by their license plate reader entering their jurisdiction on Chamblee-Tucker Road. Unmarked crime suppression units located the Challenger parked at a nearby hotel and requested assistance from Sergeant Matthews. Before he arrived, a marked Chamblee patrol car inadvertently alerted the suspect, causing the Challenger to flee the hotel parking lot at high speed, driving recklessly westbound on Chamblee-Tucker Road.
Stop! Let me see your hands!
After the pit maneuver, Trooper Matthews exited his patrol car and saw the driver flee on foot. Despite repeated commands to show his hands, the suspect kept them at his waistband, pulled out a handgun, and tossed it away while running. Trooper Matthews deployed his taser, knocking the suspect to the ground. When the suspect tried to get back up and continued to resist, A second taser deployment achieved neuromuscular incapacitation. The suspect then complied and was taken into custody without further incident. On September 11, 2025, at about 9:50 a.m., Trooper Price was advised by dispatch that the Sequoia County Sheriff's Office and Roland Police Department were pursuing a Jeep Wrangler eastbound on Interstate 40 toward Arkansas in connection with a counterfeit money investigation. At the time, Trooper Price was traveling westbound on I-40 near the 2-mile marker. He positioned his patrol car in the median at the state line to deploy spike strips, but the pursuit passed his location before he could act. Price then re-entered traffic, caught up with the suspect near the 2-mile marker, and notified dispatch that he had taken the lead.
Yeah, full passenger rest area, speed 90. Yeah, 29, passing Walmart. Careful. Yeah, 1052. Yeah, 4, 94. Simple. 29, I'm going to say you're right at the 5, just in case he turns this off right here.
I'm going to try to wait until we get past this school. Hospital's in possession right now. With TBI in our area, just give a bolt, something shooting or something. Wait for the school before we do that.
Yeah, well, I'm right over the underpass, so whenever you're getting close, you know he's not going to exit. Let me know I got wrong. Yeah, full passing the 5. Alright, I'm getting on. I'll be with you in a second. Simple. I'll wait for you. Yeah, well, we're about to 50 eastbound. Speed 107. Put on traffic. Cover up from 7. Simple. Going into the TBI.
The Jeep continued east at speeds between 95 and 120 miles per hour, weaving through traffic. Trooper Eric Hogue joined the pursuit at the 7-mile marker. The suspect then exited onto Interstate 540 southbound at exit 7. At the 2-mile marker on I-540, Trooper Price attempted a pit maneuver when the suspect slowed, but the driver regained control and continued south.
TBI, circle. Full southbound. Pass Cloverleaf. Careful, that's the full pass Cloverleaf. Speed 98.
Somebody up there around the 5 got spikes ready.
11's at 3.
You got spikes out?
Hey, we're coming out to you, 11. Speed 85.
11, do you have spikes out, yes or no?
Working on it.
Right there, the Jeep. Oh man, don't do that.
I don't think you get it. Sure, no. Thirteen 44th bed, just by, let him know that he's swerving in and out, trying to stop the TBI. Motor check. Simple. Go there for TBI. TBI! 1316 Road. 10-4 TBI rollover.
After crossing the Arkansas River Bridge, Trooper Price executed a second pit maneuver. The Jeep spun counterclockwise into the median, then clockwise onto its driver's side, sliding across both lanes before striking the guardrail and coming to rest in the northeastbound right lane. Trooper Price observed the driver reaching inside the vehicle, prompting officers to approach with weapons drawn and order him to exit. At 11:20 a.m. on April 8, 2025, Chief Adrian Belcher and Trooper Johnson were notified that Dardanelle police were pursuing a Chevrolet S10 pickup truck after an equipment violation and reports of a passenger discarding suspected illegal substances. The pickup was heading south on Highway 7. As the pursuit continued, Ola police officers Terry Howell and Anthony Chronister deployed spike strips near Tucker Road and Highway 7. The deployment was successful, but the suspect pickup kept going toward the Ola city limits.
Tires, we'll look fine.
Stay primary. Better take all of them.
We're east on North 2nd Street. Sorry for all units, that will be correct. That will be correct. Passing Gold Street on 2nd Street. Tim. Attempted TBI. TBI. Temple.
After turning onto East Spring Road, Trooper Johnson executed a tactical vehicle intervention, forcing the suspect pickup off the roadway. The driver, identified as Craig Sebastian, fled on foot but was quickly captured by Trooper Johnson after a short chase. The passenger, Michaela Bowden, surrendered inside the pickup and was taken into custody by Dardanelle police. Sebastian was transported to the Yell County Detention Center, while Bowden was cited and released by Dardanelle police for littering.
forget.
Well, you ain't got to break my fucking arms and shit.
You don't have to fucking run either. And put everybody else in.
At about 9:45 p.m. on August 2nd, 2025, Trooper Bailey was on patrol when he spotted a black vehicle rapidly approaching from behind at over 100 miles per hour. He activated his emergency lights in an attempt to stop the car, but it sped past, clearly intent on fleeing. What the driver may have forgotten, however, was that he was in Arkansas, where a high-speed pursuit had just officially begun.
Behind the front of them,
Eastbound, if we got any rock units.
copy. So you get to them things that they coming up to 118, speeding up 115 and 120. Around 142, I'm coming up on 118. I go time for TVI, past 118, coming up to Noah Bay. We're going to go overpass. Speed's 120, passing on the inside shoulder. Okay, I'm about to be parallel with y'all. I'll get on at the 119. 91 to 90 on 3rd. 7. TVI.
The suspect fled at speeds between 110 and 120 mile per hour through moderate traffic. Determining the vehicle posed a serious danger to others, officers decided to end the pursuit with a high-speed pit maneuver. Trooper Bailey executed the pit at 110 miles per hour, causing the car to spin counterclockwise. But the driver quickly regained control and continued speeding away.
Don't fucking move. Don't fucking move. Don't fucking move. No, you shut the fuck up. Who you think you're dealing with?
At approximately 10:23 p.m. on December 27th, 2025, Officer Eli Thomas observed a white Chevrolet Camaro traveling eastbound in the right lane as it passed his location. A license plate check revealed that the registered owner's driver's license was suspended. Officer Thomas immediately pulled in behind the vehicle to initiate a traffic stop.
Eastbound immediate Chevy Camaro, Arkansas Boulevard, Georgia trade. 76 item. Georgia trade 76 item.
As Officer Thomas closed the distance, the Camaro was following closely behind a semi-truck and made an improper lane change. When emergency lights and siren were activated, the driver failed to stop. Officer Thomas attempted a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful. The Camaro then accelerated and fled at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour.
taking Riverside Drive exit. Speeding notify business students. We're taking North Front Street. We're still on Riverside Drive. We're passing Court Avenue. This is D24. Any THP units on Riverside Drive about Union Avenue. We're still on Riverside Drive, passing Beale Street.
Do you just have traffic charges on, or what do you got?
The pursuit lasted just over 5 minutes. After passing through Beale Street, the Camaro continued eastbound and crossed into Tennessee. Sergeant Thomas was ordered to terminate the pursuit and dispatch relayed the suspect's information to the Tennessee Highway Patrol for follow-up. On March 28, 2023, at approximately 4:40 a.m., Trooper Bird was patrolling near Fair Park Boulevard and Interstate 630 when he spotted a black Nissan Maxima stopped at a red light. A plate check showed the registration had been expired since April 2022. When Trooper Bird attempted a traffic stop near John Barrow Road, the female driver exited the interstate and fled northbound. At the intersection of 12th Street and Fair Park Boulevard, the male passenger threw a black and blue bag out of the vehicle. The bag was later recovered by officers from the Little Rock Police Department. Trooper Bird quickly performed a TVI, forcing the fleeing vehicle to stop. All occupants were taken into custody without further incident. The female driver later said she wanted to stop, but was threatened by the male passenger, who pointed a gun at her and said he would shoot if she did. Inside the discarded bag, officers found a .25 caliber Ruger pistol and a homemade drug inhaling device. A small bag of marijuana was also found on the front passenger seat. After recovering the weapon, Bird spoke again with the driver, who confirmed the threat and accurately described the gun. Both suspects were taken to Baptist Little Rock for medical checks before being booked into the Pulaski County Jail.
Will you come to him, please?
Keep your hands where I can see it. Show me your hands.
Quit rolling the window up. Go ahead and get the driver out.
Driver, open the door with your right hand.
Y'all cover them. I'm gonna go help him. All right, I'm on your side.
Get out and face away from me. Close the door and walk backwards to me, facing away from me. Keep walking back.
On Tuesday, December 16th, 2025, at approximately 1:44 a.m., Sergeant Ibarra was on patrol when the Little Rock Police Department became involved in a vehicle pursuit near University Avenue and Asher Avenue. The suspect vehicle was identified as a silver 2007 Dodge Durango with no license plate. Sergeant Ibarra quickly located the pursuit and assumed the primary position near the intersection of Asher Avenue and Fair Park. The Durango was traveling at speeds between 70 and 85 miles per hour along Asher Avenue.
They did request us.
After a successful pit maneuver near the intersection of Wright Avenue and Woodrow Street, the vehicle was brought to a stop with 3 occupants inside. The 2 passengers, James Foley and Sharada Rogers, complied with all commands and were taken into custody without incident. The driver, identified as Malton Alexander, initially refused to comply and repeatedly reached inside the vehicle as if searching for something. He eventually followed officers' commands and was arrested without further incident. On March 28, 2024, at approximately 9:45 p.m., Deputy Johnson observed a brown Chrysler 200 traveling on Forest Parkway near Seabourn Place with an inoperable license plate light. Deputy Johnson activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to stop and fled, initiating a pursuit.
Get off the radio. Get off the radio. I got a chase. Call it.
Black Hawk 3, I got a video taken off from me. We'll be on Riverdale Road. It'll be a Chrysler 200, black color. Black Hawk 3. We will have a vehicle taken off from us. It'll be a burgundy color Chrysler 200. We'll be on Riverdale Road. Knock that shit off the road. Black Hawk 3. We'll be coming back. We'll be going back towards highway. What is it?
285.
We'll We're going back to 285. Riverdale Road. I'm gonna tell you, get to that back tire and spin them.
285 what?
Riverdale Road going towards 285. We're passing Phoenix Boulevard. We turned on Phoenix.
Turn on Phoenix. I turn on Phoenix.
Right turn on Phoenix. Light traffic, speeds will be at 50 miles an hour. Right here. Get closer. Get over. Move over. Get over.
You going east or west on Phoenix?
Going towards Copy Road. No, hold on. On Phoenix, going back towards Riverdale Road. Get up to it. Right here. Get up. No, get closer. Get closer. Right here. Bro, pit it. Hit again.
After exiting a curve, Deputy Johnson attempted a pursuit termination maneuver, but the driver regained control, crossed the grassy median, and re-entered the I-285 bypass.
I can't.
Get off the
Riverdale Road coming up to Crystal Lake.
Get off the radio. We can't get through.
Number 1, I'll be secondary. I'm calling it southbound Riverdale Road coming up to Norman Drive. Speeds are 75. Black on 3, can you say your charges?
72 charges. Okay, this is your best out. This is your best chance. Get up on him. Nope, you cut across. Go across. You got it. You got it.
Tell us you take it off.
Yep. Get up with it. He gonna pit it, so slow down. He gonna pit it. Watch out. Okay, stay right there. Get up. Push that thing. Push it. Hit it.
The driver continued on Flat Shoals Road toward I-85, turned onto the interstate, then abruptly made a U-turn across the grassy median in front of traffic. Lieutenant Carey executed a pursuit termination maneuver, causing the Chrysler to strike a concrete barrier. When the driver tried to flee again, Deputy Johnson blocked the vehicle with his patrol car, ending the pursuit. The driver, identified as Keith Dixon, was removed, handcuffed, and detained. A records check showed he was wanted by Jonesboro Police for failure to appear and had a repeatedly suspended license. Inside the vehicle, deputies found a backpack containing large amounts of suspected marijuana and MDMA, along with a digital scale and packaging materials. Deputies also noted signs of alcohol impairment, including a strong odor, watery eyes, and an open Budweiser beer in the cup holder.
Look him. Put them handcuffs on.
At approximately 11:15 p.m. on March 6, 2022, Trooper Ennis was patrolling Fulton County when he observed multiple vehicles driving recklessly in the parking lot of the Greenbrier Mall. As Trooper Ennis and several other troopers moved in, a large group of vehicles scattered in multiple directions, prompting him to lock onto a black BMW traveling at a high rate of speed and initiate an immediate pursuit.
Still on Greenbrier. Coming up to the bar to Reddit. Greenbrier Park Road, looks like he's had 15 into a tree. Got 2 units on the inside of it. Looks like one at that point. Dude, you come back. We're getting you to the parking lot. Come back. At that point. Dude, you come back. We're getting you to the parking lot. Come back. Breaking off. Come back. Breaking off. Come back. Looks like I got 50 parking lot. Stand by. Right here, Greenbrier.
After the pit maneuver was executed, all occupants were removed from the vehicle and taken into custody without further incident. The passenger was released at the scene, while the driver was transported to the Atlanta City Jail and turned over to intake personnel. At approximately 10:45 a.m. on December 3, 2022, Arkansas State Police received a request for assistance in a pursuit involving a vehicle attempting to flee from law enforcement. Trooper Bird, along with other Arkansas troopers, accelerated to join the chase.
We're going to be taking 40 westbound, no traffic, speed 8. Yes, we're going to continue 40 westbound, speed about 80, no traffic. We're still 40 westbound, stay behind us, we're coming up on camera off from the speed about 110, light traffic.
After a few minutes, Trooper Bird caught up to the pursuit and quickly requested to take the lead position in order to perform a pit maneuver.
Shall we take up the hall exit, speed 80.
You'll give me space. I'll try to put it right here.
You're 90, light traffic. There's that big up hit. Hit. Stay knocked out. Get us medical. Where you at?
Watch your crossfire.
Moments later, Trooper Bird executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin counterclockwise before crashing into a concrete barrier. Patrol units quickly boxed it in. The suspect was pulled from the vehicle and taken into custody without further incident. Though the vehicle began to smoke heavily, officers managed the situation and prevented a fire from breaking out. Around 11 p.m. on January 31st, 2025, a Stoughton, Wisconsin patrol officer attempted to stop a vehicle for a traffic violation. When emergency lights were activated, the driver failed to stop and gradually accelerated, quickly turning the encounter into a pursuit.
842, failing the yield. Now, passing Welcome in. Eastbound, 1080. Almost 1050.
Because the driver was fleeing at high speed, officers made the decision to terminate the pursuit in the interest of public safety. Even so, units were advised to remain alert for the vehicle. Minutes later, officers located the car crashed and overturned, with the driver still trapped inside.
I can't get out. This right here.
11. All the doors are locked. He's pinned in the vehicle at the moment. We have him at gunpoint.
You good?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in here quick.
Was that seat in your way?
Yeah, this right here.
Listen, man, you got any weapons in the car at all?
No, I have nothing.
Nothing in the car. Can you... And them seats, the seat's not gonna come up, huh?
Let's just wait till we get more people here.
So, I want to see your other hand, though, man.
Right here.
Yep.
Let me see.
this right here.
Okay. Well, keep your hands up.
Does that headrest come out?
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that headrest come out?
I don't think so.
You're not injured, correct?
No.
Okay.
The driver was taken into custody and transported to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A search of the vehicle uncovered a small, zippered bag, later identified as cocaine. The driver, 44-year-old Pravan, was arrested and booked into the Dane County Jail on multiple charges, including fleeing an officer and drug-related offenses. Several charges were later dismissed. Pravan ultimately pleaded guilty to 2 felonies, fleeing an officer and possession of cocaine with intent to deliver. On November 26, 2025, a judge imposed a sentence of 2 years in prison and 2 years of extended supervision on each count, but stayed the prison time. Instead, Pravan was ordered to serve 3 years of probation and 2 months in jail with Huber privileges. On December 15, 2025, at approximately 7:30 a.m., the Batesville Police Department issued a "Be on the lookout" alert for a vehicle reported stolen from a Casey's gas station. While patrolling the area of Highway 69, Sergeant Trewin observed a vehicle traveling southbound that matched the description provided in the alert. The driver also matched the suspect description.
Where's Ronald home? Next 44's residence. Yeah, that's my direction, 12-3. 42 Newport, this is going to be the suspect vehicle. Trying to make a stop now at Sulphur Rock. Vehicle 69 southbound, held at Sulphur Rock now, refuse pursuit. And Newport, they're not stopping. Go ahead and check it. 1037. CFS comments edited.
After the suspect attempted to flee, Sergeant Trewin immediately executed a pit maneuver. The vehicle rotated clockwise, left the right side of the roadway, struck a traffic sign, collided with several trees, and hit another traffic sign. Taken into custody without further incident. The suspect was wearing clothing with retail tags still attached and was found concealing an unopened package of screwdrivers in his pants. The suspect admitted the items had been stolen. On August 19, 2022, in Cameron County, Texas, a DPS trooper attempted to stop a silver Toyota on Military Highway 281 for a traffic violation. The driver refused to stop and a pursuit began.
All right, 10-4, DPS is on primary. DPS is on primary.
3 out of 607. I'm meeting 1080 with silver in color passenger car. Texas plates. Robert Paul Charles.
He's having issues steering, guys. Just a heads up. We're behind him.
Vehicle still traveling westbound on Military. What's the vehicle at?
About to pass up Dick Ryder, copy.
Speed's approximately 95 miles per hour.
Number speeds of 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's M4. He did strike one of them. We're still going to be westbound right now.
The fleeing vehicle maintained speeds between 90 and 100 miles per hour despite heavy traffic. Assisting officers deployed spike strips to disable the vehicle's tires, but the attempt was unsuccessful.
14 BP's advised, and it's probably going to be narcotic traffic. direction 732.
Approaching the expressway at this time.
Southbound frontage. We took a right, frontage road on 77, south front. It's a silver in color Toyota Corolla. It's one of the front wheels is messed up. Okay, we're approaching R100. He's going all the way to the...
I got visual. You 607. Still southbound, US 27.
A DPS aircraft provided aerial support as the driver continued to evade law enforcement through heavy traffic. Ground units maintained a safe distance to keep visual contact with the suspect vehicle.
Continuing southbound, US 77 front. Passing 100. Northbound, US 77. 3C108, northbound, US 77, passing to extreme LA 100. Looks like you blew out another tire. Caution. Hold your traffic for 108. Units, hold your traffic for 108. Vehicles pulling over. Pulling over. 3C108, vehicles pulling over.
The driver eventually stopped and was taken into custody. A search of the vehicle revealed 10 bundles of marijuana weighing 240 pounds located in the back seat and trunk. The driver, identified as Azel Pena, 18, was arrested and booked into the Cameron County Jail for possession of marijuana. On April 14, 2024, at about 6:53 p.m., Trooper First Class A. Matthews and TFC B. Rutledge were heading south on Candler Road near Flat Shoals Road when they spotted a blue and gray 2020 Suzuki DRZ 400 motorcycle with no visible tag. The rider was operating recklessly, popping wheelies and splitting lanes between cars. As the motorcycle approached the Candler Road intersection over I-285, it stopped at a red light and began weaving between vehicles to get to the front. Heavy traffic kept the troopers from attempting a box-in maneuver. When the light turned green, Trooper Matthews activated his lights and siren to conduct a traffic stop. The rider initially appeared to comply, then suddenly accelerated away, triggering a pursuit.
Sorry, 1080. Candler, southbound at 285. Motorcycle, 28s. So it's a black man wearing black pants, black t-shirt, green P on the back. Suzuki bike.
Clear northbound, Taylor.
705, be careful. Looks like you're gonna go into that pocket.
I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. He's trying to make us out here.
We're just doing circles right now, around 285 on Candler. Northbound, going over 285.
Northbound, 285.
Like, we're going to go left on Panthersville, left on Panthersville. In the parking lot, in the parking lot. My medics are coming and on with them.
Doing more circles right here at Panthersville.
The pursuit continued at only moderate speeds, generally less than 20 miles per hour over the limit, but the rider's behavior was extremely dangerous. He drove onto sidewalks, crossed into oncoming lanes, and ignored traffic signals at multiple intersections. As the chase moved along Candler Road, the suspect repeatedly made U-turns and cut through several private parking lots in an effort to evade capture.
I'm calling you. Hey, come back up to Panthersville, South on Stand by, might be going on 285.
Clear approaching 285.
I'm going to do a U-turn on you again.
Clear turning on Union.
No, U-turn back northbound Candler. We're just constantly doing circles. If we can get more than 2 of us here, we might can effectively channelize them. I'm secondary now. I'll call it. Back northbound Candler, Panthersville again.
Clear northbound Panthersville.
Circle again. Southbound Candler. Southbound on Candler.
Southbound Candler.
Might be out of gas. Nope, everybody's still going. Stand by for another U-turn, 367. I don't know if we're going to do this all night, I guess. Ooh, civilian just tapping him off the bike. Stand by, stand by.
As the pursuit headed north on Candler Road and crossed I-285 again, the rider tried to jump a raised median and became stuck. A Clayton County Sheriff's deputy, who happened to be off duty and nearby in his personal vehicle, jumped out, tackled the motorcyclist, and brought him to the ground. Trooper Matthews and Trooper Rutledge quickly moved in to assist and took the suspect into custody. The rider was identified as Stephen Ferguson. A records check showed his driver's license was suspended for failure to appear, and the motorcycle was canceled, uninsured, and not legally registered. The bike was impounded by South Metro Towing, and Ferguson was transported to the DeKalb County Jail, where he was booked on fleeing and eluding, along with multiple additional violations. Around 9:15 a.m. on August 29th, 2023, Sergeant Ward had just completed a traffic stop on U.S. Highway 82 near the Wichita-Clay County line when he noticed a blue and white sport motorcycle approaching from behind. The rider abruptly braked and changed lanes to avoid passing the patrol unit. Ward slowed and observed the rider, a white male wearing a t-shirt and brown shorts, before pulling alongside to check the plate. The motorcycle suddenly turned onto Hammond Road. A records check showed the plate had expired in March 2014. Sergeant Ward activated his emergency lights and attempted a stop at Highway 79 and Business 287, but the rider refused to comply and fled westbound on Business 287, prompting a pursuit.
There'll be a blue motorcycle. Sport bike. We'll be passing Kevin's Quick Paint Body.
Travel 287 southbound. Southbound and our business 287, and I don't see any callback for description.
Well, that don't seem too much tall. We're going to be turning on the Galaxy Street. That's perfect, man. So we'll be approaching Old Jacksboro.
For turning on Galveston Street. Around 65 crossing ahead, sir.
Stop sign at Kill East. Turning on to Kill West.
Around 65, random stop sign at Kill
Tax office, tax office.
Just ran the stop sign at the red light block. Looks like we're going to be taking a left on the holiday. Left on the holiday.
Left on the holiday. It's up all about motorcycle.
Back on.
I'm behind you.
The motorcycle entered Highway 287, where the rider accelerated to about 110 miles per hour. Sergeant Ward heard a clear change in the engine's sound and observed what appeared to be a mechanical problem. The rider briefly pulled onto the shoulder, then attempted to flee again, leaving the roadway and going down an embankment while trying to enter the Central East Freeway. The rider lost control, was thrown from the motorcycle, and rolled down the slope. The rider got back to his feet and tried to run, but was quickly taken into custody without further incident. He was identified as Robert Conway Overstreet II. Overstreet complained of injuries and was transported by AMR ambulance to United Regional Hospital, where he was admitted for treatment. A VIN check later confirmed the motorcycle had been reported stolen by the Wichita Falls Police Department. At approximately 4:30 p.m. on July 15, 2024, Georgia State Patrol officers were on duty along Peachtree Industrial Boulevard when a four-wheeled ATV sped past their location. Officers followed and attempted a traffic stop when the ATV stopped at a red light at a nearby intersection. Instead of complying, the rider accelerated away, forcing officers to initiate a pursuit. After about 2 minutes, the ATV rider lost control and crashed. The driver, 25-year-old Tyler Taylor, attempted to flip the ATV upright and flee on foot, but officers quickly caught up and took him into custody without further incident. Police later learned Taylor was on probation at the time. He claimed he was just trying to ride and did not know ATVs were not permitted on public roads. But that explanation did not prevent him from being charged. On December 5th, 2025, at about 11:32 a.m., the Tampa Bay Regional Communications Center received a notification from the Polk County Sheriff's Office that deputies were pursuing a vehicle that had fled from a traffic stop and were requesting assistance from the Florida Highway Patrol. The vehicle was described as a Chevrolet Malibu, and an air unit continued providing updates on its location. Trooper Ruiz arrived near the intersection of Lakeland Hills Boulevard and Interstate 4, where he observed the Malibu traveling at 91 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. He activated his lights and siren in an attempt to stop the vehicle, but the driver refused to pull over, and a pursuit was immediately initiated.
Yo, he's brake checking me. He's brake checking me. Let's try to pin him right now.
Go ahead, we're gonna attempt to be.
Oh, he took the. All right, he's in the ditch. All right, he's in the ditch. Aaron, try to keep eyes on him. He's gonna bail on the foot.
That's for the interstate. He's going back to Circle. Ram the 50s on Circle Loop Road, going back under I-4. He's now under I-4 on Circle Loop, opposite lane of traffic.
Billboard, going west on East Robinson Street. Up down East Robinson Street. Passing on the sidewalk. Just like information around FHP back on. The Circle K
After the suspect vehicle was disabled, both occupants were taken into custody. During a search of the female passenger, officers found a clear plastic bag containing 2.1 grams of white powder hidden in her bra. The substance was tested on scene using an agency-issued kit and returned a positive result for fentanyl.
He's bad now. What's going on?
At about 12:30 a.m. on August 23, 2025, Officer Lucas attempted a traffic stop on a moped at East Broadway and North Buckeye due to a broken headlight. When emergency lights were activated, the rider fled. The suspect was described as a black male wearing headphones, a white t-shirt, black pants, and blue and white tennis shoes.
Moped, Buckeye, Broadway.
Hey, he's moving.
Northbound on road.
Okay. I think he's at height.
Bridge for the stop with no headlight. No headlight.
Going north.
Back eastbound on Broadway, on Dixie. Just on north on Dixie.
Hey Brian, just to be aware, they got pursuit going on. Great.
South of Ford. Almost west down.
I got it.
Negative, we're south on Redwood. 35 miles an hour, just ran a red light going from Broadway. No traffic. Oh, ran stop sign on Washington. East on Lincoln.
The chase reached speeds of 80 miles per hour before the suspect turned east onto East Lincoln, stopping at 2913 East Lincoln. The rider, later identified as Willie Nelson, fled on foot north toward a tree line. With limited visibility and numerous hiding spots, Officer Lucas held his position until additional units arrived.
You were at 2913. They ran in the woods.
On Thursday, November 27th, 2025, around 8:17 a.m., Trooper Davis was running stationary radar on Interstate 430 near the 5-mile marker when he clocked a white Toyota Camry traveling south at 90 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. He pulled in behind the vehicle and attempted a stop near the 2-mile marker, but once he activated his lights and siren, the driver sped up, reaching about 120 miles per hour. Trooper Davis notified Communications Team A that he was in pursuit. To end the dangerous high-speed pursuit, Trooper Davis positioned his unit along the passenger side of the suspect vehicle and executed a pit maneuver. The car spun off the roadway into a tree line on the west side of the interstate, struck several trees, and overturned. Trooper Davis found the driver, later identified as Talon Bazell, unresponsive inside the vehicle, though he regained consciousness moments later. Davis opened the passenger door and helped him out. Medics transported Bazell to Baptist Health Medical Center for evaluation. An open alcohol container was found in the car, and Davis detected the odor of an intoxicant. The vehicle was unregistered and uninsured, and Bazell did not have a valid driver's license. Around 9:35 a.m. on December 16, 2024, in West Allis, Wisconsin, police were dispatched after receiving a report of a vehicle theft near the intersection of 58th Street and National Avenue. A stolen Mazda was located parked in the lot of a Taco Bell. As soon as the suspect realized patrol units were closing in, he immediately accelerated and fled. Officers quickly moved in pursuit.
Continuing north on Major.
306, he crashed into my squad, head on. Crash into a squad, rammed a squad, heading to 67 National, going east.
Oh, sorry, that was me. Does it look disabled at all of you, or the front end damage should be moderate?
Negative. No front end. There's damage, but he's still moving pretty good. We're passing 240 eastbound.
Eastbound on Highland, probably out by 2322. Calling out Dan.
Eastbound Highland, he's in the westbound lanes of traffic. There's no traffic passing 15th. Speeds are 70. He is slowing. We are at 13th Street. Slowing again, looking to make a turn. Crash, crash, crash.
After several minutes of pursuit, an officer attempted 2 pit maneuvers in quick succession. A third pit forced the suspect's vehicle into the curb. Even then, the driver remained defiant, steering away from patrol units and continuing to flee.
Okay, back to 14th Street, northbound on 14th.
We're going through the park. We're going north, what would be 15th, through this park area on the sidewalk.
We're in the park at 15th Street. Milwaukee, if you can throw sticks, we appreciate it. Hit a mark squad. Come on, move you guys. You guys got my boy, did it. Show your fucking hands! That's it! Go back.
At approximately 11:11 p.m. on June 27, 2022, Trooper Freeman was monitoring traffic near the westbound Exit 41 intersection when he observed a green Kawasaki motorcycle with neon green lights traveling at a high rate of speed. The vehicle's speed was confirmed at 93 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. Freeman activated his emergency lights and siren to initiate a stop, but the motorcycle continued fleeing at high speed.
Go left or right? Take a right on Spring Drive. Yeah, go left. We're gonna be left or right. We're gonna be on the street, keep straight up the street, going south.
At an intersection, the motorcycle slowed down, and Trooper Freeman attempted to force it toward the shoulder. However, the rider maneuvered around and escaped, and the pursuit continued at speeds between 110 and 130 miles per hour.
We make a left turn to left or right? Left turn onto Wesley Drive. I think you get lost. But we're gonna keep it straight. Clear straight on Wesley. I'll just make a left or right, come up to the stop sign. We're gonna be making a left turn on County Line to the left, to the right. Back on County Line Road, going north. We're going to go to another stop sign. Let's know if we're making left or right. We're making a left turn on Raleigh Road. Say left or right. Clear left on right. Pass the car on to travel. Come to another stop sign. Let's make left or right. We're going to be making a left turn. Clear left, clear right. Left or right. Coming up on Lee Road. Going to be back on Lee Road. Making a right turn. Maybe trying to get back on the interstate. Yep, we're going to be back on the interstate going westbound on Lee, or westbound 20. Yeah, we're going to be keeping west on Lee. He's going to be in the right lane. Yeah, right lane. We're going to be coming up on, west on, yeah, we're going westbound in the right lane. Yeah, we'll never get around there to right. Yeah, we're going to keep straight right lane to travel. We're going to get off here more likely. By the way, he's going to slow down a little bit. Now we're going to keep straight and get off here. Keep straight. Still westbound. Slow down. We're going to get to the right lane. We're going to keep straight. We're going to jump in.
Once on the highway, the rider continued fleeing at extreme speeds, aggressively passing vehicles, forcing others out of their lanes, making unsafe lane changes, following too closely, and failing to signal. The pursuit continued for several miles into Carroll County, where TFC Allen joined as a support unit.
Still left lane, single west bound. They're in the right lane right now. Got two green lights on the back of the bike. Got more clear on the zero. Left lane going around traffic heavy. Clear going around traffic heavy. Back to the lane. About half a mile. 24. Yeah, that's 24. So that's down. Got it. Try to slow down. Clear 47. They try to go back on the right. Clear 50 on the right. Stay past the 47 behind again. Clear 40%. And the 43.5. 43.5. See if we can get him stopped. Looks like he's going to the right emergency lane.
Near mile marker 21, two officers successfully executed a containment maneuver, forcing the motorcycle to pull over and stop. The rider, identified as Robert John Wald, complied with commands and was taken into custody. A GCIC check confirmed he had a valid driver's license, but no motorcycle endorsement. The motorcycle was insured, but its registration had been canceled.
Why are you running? Because I don't have license.
At approximately 6:30 p.m. on May 2nd, 2021, Sergeant Davis was traveling northeast on Main Street when he observed an ATV heading southwest before turning right onto Maynard Street. The ATV had no rear registration plate. When Sergeant Davis activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, the driver immediately fled, triggering a pursuit.
Get back! I will pull you away! Get your hands behind you! Get your hands behind you! Put your hands behind you!
34.
How was that ride, motherfucker? How was that?
334 is out with 206. They're 10-4.
After the driver was taken into custody, and identified as DeMonta T.J. Thomas, officers conducted a search of his person and belongings. Inside the front pocket of a backpack, they found a clear plastic bag containing suspected marijuana. In the main compartment of the backpack, officers recovered an FN Model 509 9mm handgun, equipped with an extended magazine, loaded with 24 rounds. A records check through GCIC showed no information on file for the firearm. At approximately 11:47 p.m. on January 6, 2024, Officer Walker observed a red Lincoln MKZ fail to signal while changing lanes and cut off another vehicle just east of Piedmont Avenue on Ellis Street. The vehicle then merged onto I-75/85 southbound and continued making multiple lane changes without signaling, including crossing a gore area while merging onto I-20 eastbound. Walker activated his emergency lights and siren to initiate a stop, but the driver fled, leading to a pursuit.
Just on the red light at Boulevard. All clear there. 705 line. I'm behind a PD unit 1080 getting off on stand by, getting back on 20 West. It's Capitol's 1080. I'm taking the primary 20 West back around the Hill Street. It's a Buick sedan. He's got to go to the telephone. I'll try not to get cut off there. Far left lane, connector. Westbound. Reel him in here, coming up with the connector. Stand by. He's trying to take the connector. It's got a tent tag on it. Paul 5 126398. 126398. Trying to swerve off. Stand by. Hit. Taking off again, Atlanta. Taking off again. 20 West. Lee Street. 20 West coming up to Lee. Stand by for another pit. Coming up to Lee. He's trying to avoid the pit. Too much traffic. Stand by. That unit coming up behind you. Stand by.
Near the Windsor Street exit, Trooper Matthews executed a high-speed pit maneuver, sending the suspect vehicle into a wall. However, the driver regained control and continued fleeing.
Get out! Hey, stop reaching! Stop fucking reaching! Get out! Get out! Get out! Hey! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Please! Get the fuck out! Please!
Appreciate y'all.
They were! You gotta pull over!
After a pit maneuver, the driver, Nathan Hill, born 1998, was taken into custody. During a search of the vehicle, Trooper Brown located a black Glock 22 Gen 5 .40 caliber pistol on the driver's side floor, which had been illegally modified to function as a fully automatic weapon. Trooper Brown also found a black bag on the rear driver's side floor containing a large quantity of suspected marijuana packaged in multiple plastic bags, including smaller distribution-style packages, along with a digital scale. A search of Hill revealed a sum of U.S. currency on his person. On January 29, 2026, at approximately 1:55 p.m., Trooper Trey Smith was on patrol when he observed a gray Chevrolet HHR traveling southbound on Interstate 49 near exit 64. A records check revealed that the registered owner had a suspended driver's license, and when Trooper Smith attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the vehicle refused to comply and fled, leading to a pursuit.
Same thing on Square
The driver was later identified as Steve Robinson, 31, and was taken into custody following a brief pursuit. During a search of Robinson's person, Trooper Smith discovered a Taurus Millennium G2 handgun in the pocket of his jacket, and a fully loaded extended magazine was later located near a tree in the area where the vehicle came to a stop. Around 1:05 a.m. on March 14, 2025, Trooper Lucas was working a license checkpoint on Jedburgh Road near the Berkeley County line when a Nissan Altima approached, briefly stopped, then sped off, ignoring officers' commands. The vehicle fled into Berkeley County, and Trooper Lucas initiated a pursuit. Sergeant Knotts assumed supervision.
Unknown occupants. It's a white sedan. Looks like I believe I was right. It's a Nissan. Plate's gonna be 1012 Charleston. 432 Alpha Delta Quebec. 432 ADQ.
The suspect vehicle continued down Jedburgh Road, onto Cooper Store Road, then turned right onto Black Tom Extension. At one point, the driver appeared to lose control but quickly regained it. Trooper Lucas followed through the grass onto Black Tom Road and continued onto Gillard Road.
Headed up to Willis Lanes, slowing down. We're at speeds of 50, 60. Gonna gonna go for a pit. We got Berkeley en route to me. We're coming to a stop here, Mulberry crossing lane.
The suspect then turned onto Old Highway 52, slowing to around 55 miles per hour. After an unsuccessful pit attempt, the suspect came to a stop near Mulberry Road. The driver and sole occupant identified as Daniel Bennett Jr. Bennett was transported to the Dorchester County Detention Center and charged with failure to stop for blue lights, second offense, driving under suspension, third offense, and reckless driving.
Let's check. Yes, sir. I apologize. You got anything on you that's gonna poke me, stick me, stab me? All right, hang tight here for a sec. You got him?
At approximately 1:48 p.m. on November 3rd, 2025, Trooper Hale was patrolling Highway 371 near Highway 26 in rural Howard County, Arkansas. While stationary on the north asphalt shoulder, he observed a white Chevrolet Suburban traveling westbound. As it approached the intersection with Highway 26, the vehicle abruptly turned right without signaling, and its brake lights appeared to be inoperable. Trooper Hale began following the vehicle and attempted a traffic stop near 4136 Highway 26 West. However, the driver failed to pull over and continued northbound on Highway 26. Trooper Hale then activated his siren and notified Arkansas State Police Troop G, dispatch, that the vehicle was fleeing.
White male, unsuccessful. There's a female passenger.
After roughly 25 miles of pursuit, Trooper Hale attempted 2 pit maneuvers, but both were unsuccessful. The Suburban continued fleeing at 80 miles per hour in a 40 mile per hour zone, then made a hard left turn from Center Road back onto Highway 26, still refusing to stop.
Back out on 26. Left on 26.